Bizarre Brain Comics. Hello, my comic book fiends. This is the Dark Librarian here for Bizarre Brain Comics. And I'm here to tell tales of terror. And the tale we're going to delve into today in this terror tome is Creeping, a graphic novel from Dark Horse Comics. Now, before I get into it and have a chance to forget, I want to tell you that I don't own this book. This is a library book, and I've said many times before, if you are an avid comic book fan and reader, you do not have to buy your own comics to necessarily to read them, because most libraries anymore have a wide variety of graphic novels available, comics and graphic novels available to check out and read. And that's what I did, just like I did a few days ago with the Batman '89. Okay, now this is as I said, a Dark Horse graphic novel from 2022. Written by Mike Richardson, art by Doug Wheatley. It's some really nice artwork. And I tell you right off the bat, this is not a bad graphic novel at all. I enjoyed reading it. It feels a lot like a kind of reading it. It feels kind of like a B-grade horror movie. But the artwork is outstanding and really brings it up again. It's not bad. The story is not fantastic, but it's not bad. And it was quite enjoyable. I'll try to do this, go through this fairly quickly because there's just too much to go through. The creeping is about here in this context, basically ghost hunting. As groups of people going around, as there are in real life, doing a bit of ghost hunting, recording it for upload on YouTube or other platforms, online platforms. And here, that's where we are. And this group is their friends. They're all in they're college friends, and the one guy, Petro, is the main guy. It's primarily for his channel. And here, right at the beginning, what seems to be because they're checking this place out. Oh, and it's another group. What they do is they go to these places and they fake out other creeping ghost hunters. And so it's funny. So they're kind of bummed about that they basically got punked, and they're talking about going to Romania to Dragici Asylum, which is an old castle which used to belong to the Dragici family, basically Dracula's castle, and later turned into an insane asylum and now abandoned. And we get some character development, some really nice artwork. We find out the lady here, she's a medical student, but she's having problems because she's supposed to be wanting to be a surgeon, but she suffered an injury when she was a kid and lost 2 of her fingers. But anyway, they get to Romania. There's some problems along the way, but they get to Romania, and they're out partying out on the town, partying around, and then they take a train out to the boonies, get to the small place, and they are met by their guide, a young lady here who has agreed to be their guide through the woods, because it's quite remote, to the castle. And so she leads them. It's going to take them a couple days to get there, and then a couple days there. And but here they shoot, and they find out that the valley that this castle is in is prone to flash floods, because here they come across this creek that is just full of bloated corpses of animals who have been horses, cattle, etc., which had been caught in a recent flash flood. But they do notice that looks like something has been eating on these corpses, on these animal carcasses. So finally they get to the castle, they get in, and they start looking around a little bit to check the place out. And so it looks really beautiful. So Doug Wheatley did some really nice, I cannot remember the name, a fantasy comic for a defunct company that I can't remember the name of. But he did some really nice work. And here they're startled by bats in one of the buildings. And they're kind of checking stuff out. And even have one other group has a pair has a drone, which is going into look deeper into the building, into the castle. Meanwhile, their guide, she's looking around and she sees these drag marks and finds some abandoned packs and equipment right there. Ooh, what's that all about? And here's where we see the drone stuff. They're looking in the drone. See, there are pairs, couples paired up. As you can see, them getting a little lovey-dovey here, and looking around them, and then suddenly something takes out the drone. They lost contact. I don't know what it is. Yeah, well, now, and they have frequent arguments, and stuff, because this Asian kid here, I've forgotten his name. He's basically the backer of all this. He's from a wealthy family, and they use his family's private jet to fly there, and etc. So here they are. Then they gotta set up their camp and stuff, and they hear about the just not too long in the past, a few weeks or so, there had been a group of government, or I've forgotten what they called it. Oh, it talks about the people vanishing in the night, creatures that hunt these woods, the Pricolici, and a huge malformed creature like a wolf on two legs. Ooh, telling them like ghost stories. But they've got tents set up, and they're on the grounds just outside the castles were there. And some other people had come up missing. They were like soldiers or government men, something. I've forgotten what it was. Doesn't matter. And they were lost here. So because many times people have gone missing checking this castle out. And then hear these sounds, ba-bump, 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 and the one girl goes, "Guys!" She sees something in the doorway. When they turn around, there's nothing there. What is it? There's someone there. It was there by the door. Oh, now she's scared. But then it starts raining, and they start to hustle off to get into the castle when another flash flood hits, whoosh, and they are basically trapped there in the castle. Oh, look out! And some of the stuff that's debris washed down by the flood injures a couple of them. Not too seriously, but enough. More arguing going on, and so they get inside, and Petro has brought. It was intended for part of his show. He was disappointed because he was going to live stream this whole deal, and there's no contact. So he was going to record it and then upload it later. But for part of his show, he had a bunch of fireworks. So he sets off fireworks, see if some of the rockets, and see if anybody's going to spot anything. But no luck. Just more stuff. They go into hiding, and then they hear something, and they see that Petro had also injured himself, and he's bleeding a little bit. And then they hear something. It goes lick, 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 and they go deeper into an area that's been kind of collapsed. And they go down in there, and then, but while they're in the process of going down, something grabs one of the girls. Ah! She pulls her back up, and then her desiccated body is thrown back down to them. Oh my gosh, what could it be? What's all this? What's all this? And something got her. So they cover up and say, oh, don't know what to do. And we find out, where is did they lose the guide? I don't see her. Oh, they were looking for her, I think. Anyway, it turns out that the guide, we'll see her later. But they have to go on. And they find more weird stuff, and because remember, this was an insane asylum. And then we see boom, boom on one of these. It's like a tortured. What do they call it? Iron Maiden. Yeah. And here's this horrid creature on top, banging, 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 trying to get into it. And they get a couple some weapons, and they go to town on this critter, and it's just by sheer luck that they do manage to destroy it. And then they hear, help me, and open it up, and there she is. There is their guide. She was an Iron Maiden, and her body was pierced by all these spikes in there, and she's bleeding all over the place. And they know that the blood is what's drawing this creature out. Now find out that she was using them because her brother had gone missing, and she was using them to try to come and basically be a distraction for the monster, so she could try to find her brother. That's where they're all angry. But she is the only one who knows how to get them out of there. So they go on, and then they find a pile of animal corpses, and one of them is still alive, carcasses, and we see the monsters coming out of the woodwork and just ripping this animal apart, alive. But it's a distraction for them. They go on and on. They get through here, and eventually they get they're being pursued. And our main character, the medical student, she slips and falls, and her leg is impaled on a spike, and while the things are coming right close, she manages to free herself and stitched up her wound. There's a story involving that, and she shows that she can do surgery, and but she's in hiding while the critters are after everybody else. Then they're finding their way to an exit, and while they're going up, the Asian guy who is really depressed at about the death of his girlfriend, he stays behind and tracks them to distract the critters so that they can get away. And he knocks down some of the crumbling masonry and stuff, and takes out a bunch of the monsters, and they want to turn around, but the others, they get him, and he's just torn to pieces. Then the Petro and Kiara and their guide are what's last, but they still hear the critters after them. They have to they're blocked by flood waters. It has caused it raised up here, but if they can swim through this passageway, and mostly underwater, they can may be able to get out. And there they are, but it's not out. They see the source, some old weird science lab, and they find out that these creatures were people. and they were basically mutated here, and there are others still in these jars. Oh, it's horrible. And a bunch of monster, animal cages which have been torn apart. Then, whoosh, the lady who was the guide, ugh, bust right through her body. Ooh, Michaela. They managed to help her, but not very well. She's injured. Oh, and then they're dragging the boy. And the girl away. They're trying to fight them off. And he's got a clue. He hands his cell phone to his girlfriend and has it on, and lets them take himself so she can get away. But he's got a plan, because he's got a whole bunch with it, because there's this one giant like a queen. It's a giant one, and he is to be fed to her, or it, whatever. But he's got a whole bunch of fireworks in his hand, and he lights the fuse and shoves them in the mouth of the critter, and kabalooey! Blows its head off, killing him in the process. Then the girl she's able to get away. Boom! She gets out through the tunnel into a cemetery, and there she is. And now she's remembering the events leading up to it. And bawling at the loss of her boyfriend and all her friends. But 1 year later, she is leading another group. This time with proper equipment and presumably weapons. Right back into it. Oh, so like I said, the artwork was really top notch. Beautiful dressmanship, photorealistic. Some of the stuff kind of got off a little too far off track in the dialogue and the interpersonal stuff for people who are supposed to be close friends, and playing the blame game and stuff like that. So the one young lady, it as I said, it feels a lot like a B grade horror movie, which is not necessarily a bad thing. And it was a fun read. I really enjoyed it, and I really enjoyed seeing some great artwork. So that's all I had to share with you this time around with Creeping. Ha ha, Creeping. So thank you for joining me. Please like, share, subscribe, leave your comments down below. And remember, comics, come on, are art.